Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Kalimdor Cup. Today I'm going to explain the techniques I used to hit gold on my first runs through these races. Hopefully they haven't changed the courses too much. So here we are at the Hyjal Hotfoot. We're going to begin with the normal course. Begin with a surge forward, then aim a little bit low and skyward steeply for a speed boost. Now the trick is mostly going to be avoiding these narrow trees, but at least everything's not on fire yet. You'll want to spend vigor right at this ring. This boost should get you all the way up the hill, and then surge forward as you're changing direction. Now watch the timing on these. We need to keep a constant speed, but also make sure that the vigor spend lasts until the end of the turn. I did jump the gun on that skyward there, but this race is very forgiving of time, just as long as you can avoid hitting those trees. Now you're going to want to spend vigor in between the whirlwind boosts for this last leg. This was my first run of this, so I didn't have as much vigor as I'd liked, but it was still enough as long as I hold on to these last two, which we'll need for our skyward to the finish. As you can see, despite those mistakes, I was still well under time. So now let's move on to the advanced course. Same as the first, except now everything's on fire. If your zone looks different than mine, by the way, it's because I'm in a later phase of the story than you are. So again, begin with a forward surge, then aim low, and skyward steeply, because we're going to need all the speed we can get. Now skyward, you can hit just the top of this ring and still collect it. And for this bit, you'll probably need a lot of practice and some fine mouse control. Hold through here. Now skyward as steep as you can, all the way over. Now watch this timing. I'm still moving fast by the time I hit the turn. Now keep timing your vigor spends so that you still got speed at the turn. You do need a constant speed, but you also need to hold some of your vigor for the next bit. Skyward here. And now just as fast as you can go safely through these trees. Again, timing that vigor so that the speed boost carries you through the turns. A reminder that if you've just spent vigor, you will ignore those slowdowns, but it's unreliable, so try to go around them whenever possible. Now you should skyward here, go as steep as possible to get to the end. And now for the really hard one, the reverse course. Surge forward twice here, and then go wide on this to line up for this next surge forward. Again, spending in pairs whenever we have a straightaway to get a little extra bang for our buck. Hold until the turn. Now point low and skyward steeply. Constant speed on here, but don't waste any of your vigor. Skyward here, low around these hazards, and then skyward again. Surge forward for the speed boost, and then skyward as steep as you possibly can manage. Skyward again. And now it's time to go as quickly as possible. Again, you can bypass the hazards if you spend vigor immediately before you hit them. Skyward here, level out, then skyward again. So happy racing everyone, and don't forget to spend your badges before the vendors disappear.